In the small town of Willow Creek, nestled in the heart of the Appalachian Mountains, the residents lived a peaceful, idyllic life. The town was known for its picturesque landscapes, friendly people, and a sense of safety that permeated every corner. But one fateful night, that sense of security was shattered, and the town was plunged into a nightmare from which it would never fully recover. It all began with a strange, inexplicable event. The town's power went out, leaving the residents in complete darkness. The emergency generators kicked in, but the flickering lights only served to heighten the eerie atmosphere. People huddled together in their homes, whispering about the strange occurrences that had been happening in the town for the past few days. Among the residents was a young woman named Lily, a talented writer who had recently moved to Willow Creek in search of inspiration. She was sitting in her living room, typing away on her laptop, when she heard a faint scratching sound coming from her front door. She paused, her fingers hovering over the keys, and listened intently. The scratching grew louder, and she could hear a low, guttural moan. Fear gripped her heart as she realized what was happening. She had heard the stories of the undead, the walking corpses that craved human flesh, and now one of them was at her door. Lily knew she had to act fast. She grabbed her flashlight and a kitchen knife, her heart pounding in her chest. She crept towards the door, her mind racing with thoughts of escape. But as she reached for the doorknob, the scratching stopped, and the moaning ceased. She hesitated, unsure of what to do. Should she open the door and confront the zombie, or should she stay inside and hope it went away? Before she could make a decision, the scratching resumed, this time accompanied by a loud thud. The zombie was trying to break down her door. Lily knew she had to run. She grabbed her laptop and a few essentials, and without a second thought, she fled into the night. The streets were dark and deserted, the only sound the distant moans of the undead. She ran as fast as she could, her heart pounding in her ears. As she turned a corner, she saw a group of zombies shambling towards her. She darted down an alleyway, her breath coming in ragged gasps. She could hear the zombies closing in, their grotesque forms illuminated by the flickering streetlights. Lily stumbled into a small park, her legs trembling with exhaustion. She looked around, searching for a place to hide. She spotted a large oak tree with a hollow trunk, and without hesitation, she crawled inside. The darkness was suffocating, but Lily forced herself to remain calm. She could hear the zombies outside, their moans growing louder as they searched for her. She clutched her knife tightly, her mind racing with thoughts of survival. Hours passed, and the zombies eventually moved on. Lily emerged from her hiding place, her body aching from the cramped space. She made her way through the deserted streets, her flashlight casting eerie shadows on the walls. As she walked, she noticed something strange. The zombies seemed to be congregating in the town square, their grotesque forms clustered around a single point. She cautiously approached, her heart pounding in her chest. What she saw chilled her to the bone. In the center of the square stood a massive, pulsating creature, its grotesque form towering over the zombies. It was the source of the undead, the reason for their existence. Lily knew she had to destroy it. She crept closer, her knife clutched tightly in her hand. She could feel the creature's power, its dark energy seeping into her very soul. But she refused to be afraid. She raised her knife and charged, her heart filled with determination. The battle was fierce, but Lily emerged victorious. The creature disintegrated into a cloud of black smoke, and the zombies fell to the ground, their bodies lifeless once more. As the sun rose over Willow Creek, the town slowly began to recover. The power was restored, and the residents emerged from their homes, grateful to be alive. But for Lily, the nightmare was far from over. She knew that the undead could return at any moment, and she would be ready to face them once more. For now, though, she could rest, her heart filled with the knowledge that she had saved her town from a fate worse than death. And as she sat down to write her story, she knew that the horror she had experienced would live on, a testament to the strength of the human spirit in the face of unimaginable terror.